So another tool that I will talk about it is the color replacement tool, which is under the category of brush tool. Uh, this is a helpful tool at some point. This is not the best tool if you want to work with details, but it is a fast and quick way to change the color of the pixels in your image. So what this tool does basically is to change the color of pixels without modifying the shape of the pixel. So when you choose this tool, and again with similar to brush tool, you can change the size of the tool, but one thing that you need to pay attention, you will see a small dot in the center of this tool, and if you hover over the area, basically the area that it is inward the circle, and closer to this dot, it's gonna be affected, and if it is like outward the shape, maybe it will be less affected, and basically you can control the edge and the basically borders or strokes between different forms or shapes in your image when you work in one layer. So what I do, I can choose one specific color for my foreground color, and basically I can start with brushing tool. I can change the color of those pixels to the color that I chose, and as I said, when you get to the corners, make sure that you don't have this dot like outside of your shape that much, otherwise it's gonna like start affecting the areas outside your shape. And you can start just like working with this brush too, and like changing or modifying the pixel colors. And there are some options you can take a look in the menu bar. By default, the mode is like on the color, so it will affect the color and the hue and saturation and the brightness of your image, but also you can change it to the, like just hue or saturation, and it's gonna affect it. For example, right now I'm just like affecting the hue, and like what's happening, this is the result. So I'm not basically changing the brightness and the colors of the pixels, I just change the hue. That's the reason it's like a subtle change to my shape. And another one is like these toggles. The first one on the left basically is the one by default that it is the continuous mode, but also if you choose like the middle one, that it is like, I think it's called one, yes, once mode. It's like a mode for the sampling, and basically you sample one area by holding like the Alt key, and basically choose the color from that area, and it's gonna affect the color or coloring of your image like a smoothly and like nicer, and it's not gonna like affect everywhere. For example, you see like right now when I brush, oh, let's choose the color. So right now, as you can see, it just like start affecting areas, but not as strong as it was before. So you can play around and see what you will get working with color replacement tool.